goodness. Dun, 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 dun.
It's so
Dun,
interesting
dun,
all
dun,
the time because,
dun.
most
Bum,
things
bum,
start like all
bum.
right, and
Boom,
you go through
boom,
that
boom,
turmoil so
boom.
much, and
So, I
you could
did,
say that
and you can
that's
see there's a
just
little
because
definition
the
difference.
internet
I did
facets
remember my
change
dumbbell
rapidly,
today,
or
but
you can make the
who I'm
case
not fucking with
as
it
somebody in the
anymore
past
because
that
I messed with it
there is no
yesterday.
alternative
I
right
just couldn't
in a
help it.
sense
Like,
anymore
I know
because
I forgot a
it
day.
has
I caught up. I
effectively
should just
taken
get back
over,
on the regular
and
schedule. That's what I know to
I
do. That's what I
think
was trying to do. But yesterday
honestly,
I
when
got a
I
little
go
bit
looking
obsessed
for
with
the
playing with it, and I
fringe
played a little
on
hard,
the
and I played
internet
three
right
different,
now, I kind of
directions, and
just have to open
so
Twitter
today I
and
got a
look
little
at
bit
there it
of
is. I mean,
what's up,
the
Bud
stuff that
Files?
I
How you
had to
doing?
go
How you doing,
searching
man? I
for
see you got
in
them pumping
2015
the
or
videos out
2016
today. I saw
that
that.
I
Cheers.
found so
Cheers to you.
novel and so shocking,
Mm.
that's just like
I'm just gonna have my
one
coffee
with
for a
Twitter.
few.
Both the company
Anyways,
he
I
owns
ain't
and his
messing around
personal
anymore
page.
today with a dumbbell. Pushed myself a little bit. I fucked up. I'll take my day off tomorrow. I did what I was supposed to do today.
Press
Caught
release or
all the way
something for
up, right?
Donald Trump.
Okay.
I mean,
Hold on. Sorry about that.
2016 was
Need a roller.
incredible
I think.
social
I
media,
don't know where I'm at. My son got me a deli
Twitter,
coffee or diner
Periscope,
coffee. I mean,
streaming.
cheers.
These
Uh,
felt like giant
Usually I
platforms,
give them $2 to drop them. They don't charge me.
and social
They
media
won't.
doesn't feel like that anymore.
But today I had to
It's a
give him the
lot of
card. They wouldn't
things
take
have
the card from
migrated
him either.
to
So
individual
free
platforms where
coffee day.
X is kind of
Free coffee. And even when I give him the $2, every time we tell him it's not for the coffee, it's for the
you have
service.
Threads and Blue Sky and
That's what we
things,
try to do
for people
because
who
they don't charge.
don't want that. They want their own sort of discourse.
What's up, everybody? How you
TikTok, which
doing?
is just a lot of
Cheers,
people
cheers.
answering
Welcome in.
questions or looking
Still
for
got a
it.
bird out
So
there.
it's
Not
all
like the
kind of
morning,
fractured, and
but
then you have a lot of
cheers.
group chats. So you don't have that effect anymore of everyone
Woohoo!
kind of has to influence and respond to everyone else. And I think it's hard for Trump to thrive in that
I was
environment.
listening to the radio. I
Donald
turned it
Trump's
so
entire
maximum
career
down. It's not
has been
bothering
about
you, right?
inserting himself into discursive
I have it at a
communities
very
where he can
minimal
really get
volume, so
along
I'm trying
and
not to
kind of
bother
win
you.
them over
Swoop.
through
I don't
sheer
want that
force of
swoop. It's
will
the
and
sunlight on my
influence.
hair, man.
Right now, he
Let me
doesn't
look all
have that.
golden. I better put a filter on, eh? That'll fix that shit. There we go. Use my old 8mm, my favorite. What's going on, man? Sorry to be boring. I'm not on track yet. Won't take much. I love this pipe, man, because I don't have to use the pipe bit. It's made out of kind of a really thick, well, it was an 8 ball, but a really thick love rose. And check this, or love you rose. Here we go. So I can use the bottom.
Yeah,
So
I
I
heard
actually
my
do have a
background
screen in
saying
the
that,
back of the
and I was
bottom.
like, is someone trolling me right now? Like,
Get
did
to
you
the
not
get to
just
the hand mill here.
I saw someone on
I can
Twitter
just load it
saying
straight in the
Trump should
bottom,
bring
and
back
then
the
it's in kind of the
controversial
glass to cook.
Orban
I
mom
kind of
rule
like
here,
that. You know what I mean? No
which
offense.
is obviously
Don't take it the wrong
doesn't really
way.
exist.
Don't take it the wrong way.
So one
What's
thing to say
going on,
about Viktor
SGP?
Orban and Hungary and that whole thing, Hungary is a relatively small country. In a sense, it's just kind of bizarre that Trump would bring that up, and it's sort of like
I'm having some
Trump has
coffee.
people who love him, right? So
I'm just chilling. I did my dumbbells today,
and Hulk Hogan
but I
was
wasn't
saying
supposed to do it yesterday, and I did because I guess I felt bad for missing. So I beat myself up. So right now I'm like, I'm not even gonna touch it. I'm not gonna touch it. I'll look stupid. I did what I was supposed to, and yesterday I did what I wasn't. So I'm taking off. But I'm keeping up. For whatever the 9 days, there is a different, definition in. It's there. It's working.
Non-democracy is whatever we don't like, and
I wish I hadn't neglected it, but if I don't think about something, it's just crazy. I'll go forever. I don't notice the passage of time and that sort of thing.
Curtailed freedoms, curtailed press freedoms, curtailed individual.
Kind of hard for me to schedule anything. I'm kind of dumb about that.
Doesn't have a lot of press freedom.
To be totally honest, I was talking about how I love my pipe because the glass part I get to use the bottom, and it works out pretty well. So, but I'll put the pipe back in, be more normal. Don't want to trigger anybody. It's got a what do you call it? A gasket or a grommet? Gasket. Pipe back. There we go. Nobody will take that the wrong way. It's got that because of the hookah shape of the pipe, then it looks more peaceful, right?
And Viktor Orban used to be a
Cheers.
liberal Democrat who would.
But yeah, I'm not doing anything. Oh, I was listening to the radio. Hopefully that volume's low enough because I was doing that. But not in any serious fashion. Just I've been loving that thing too. Another thing that's just been sitting there, and I was like, why don't I dust it off and not neglect it? Oh wow, it's wonderful. I love it. Who knew? Cheers.
Doing things that are kind of equivalent to gerrymandering, kind of equivalent to tampering with the vote, such that elections in Hungary are what experts call free but not fair. So these are very subtle lawfare things that.
Thanks for that. What's going on with you, SGP? What have you been up to? How's everything going? I know I don't come around this early very often. Only chat, you know. But
it's done in this very subtle, wonky way that's almost done not so much.
Oh wow. Okay. Okay. Fair enough.
Like it's just kind of boring to lay out all the ways this has happened.
Wow. The noise while I was sleeping. You're doing your house chores. The noise while I was sleeping was tremendous here, as far as, you know, I guess it's thunder, but it had a different roll to it, man. It was real high up, you know, it was real restrained and far away. So it was just like rattly, threatening noise, you know? Wow. I don't know, man. I was sleeping, but that's my interpretation, okay? I had to sleep at some point.
Immediately come out tomorrow and say everyone we don't like is jailed, but that over years.
Is it raining again today? Yeah, today, I mean, aside from the morning, it's been chill. It hasn't been raining. I got to get to the post office, so I got a big box. I don't want it to get rained on. Yeah, for us, for the 2 days, it kind of did. But it really was kind of mild. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, over here in this little pocket, it's always kind of mild. We don't ever lose our electricity, none of that. You know what I mean? Even though they do it that direction and that direction, right? So, we're lucky. We're lucky.
There is a line to be drawn, potentially, to what we can see in our future.
Just a lot of times, man. There's a lot of that is the charmed life stuff. We are lucky in a lot of ways.
What Trump did with Project 2025, for example.
Other things seem absolutely insurmountable, but there is the balance. So yeah, I don't have that much coffee. This is the one my son picked me up from the diner, so I made some tea. I'm already got that on hand. I'm ready. So that I don't just like run away.
You know, referring to what happens.
Cheers, cheers.
It is indicative of something. I don't know that it means that Trump himself is such a diligent student that he stays up.
I've been like basically on rollies, you know, so it doesn't matter to me so much which paper, but my wife wants white paper. So I went to get some tops. They were out and I got Zigzag. I really enjoy them, but man, same complaint. The packaging sucks. You know, it rips apart. You can't get them out. They're stuck together now. Always that. Always that. I used to drink too much coffee, but I don't know. Maybe I mainly stay on tea. You know, I love coffee, Siberian Galpal, but it's when I make it in my little pot, it's that strong shit. So I started a couple years ago getting this takeout shit because it's weaker. Because I don't need that strong shit. When I get that strong shit, you've seen me. I start picking up some of them. I get too much coffee in my life. I remember years ago, I'd be like, I'm coffee toxic. My blood, I have to quit for a couple days, and I would. Weird shit, huh? What's up, Cloud Kicker? How you doing? Cheers. Weird though. Anyway, hopefully your chores aren't too taxing, SGP. What are you up to, Cloud Kicker? Oh, I now know for sure, for whatever reason, I cannot do a side-by-side guest on YouTube anymore. So, obviously, StreamYard's open. Hope I don't sound like shit. I'm going to do that next week because I do have a guest. But I'd rather use this YouTube. It's just out. It's not working. I don't know if it's my Wi-Fi, my phone system. Blah, blah, I don't know. But it's bad. It's bad.
Jazz historian Kevin Whitehead has an appreciation of
having a beer. Cheers.
He says set the style for jazz piano after World War II. This is fresh air.
Yeah, I won't care. Yeah, it's fine. You know what I mean? Was it? It's 2. No, I don't know.
I was that girl. I was that girl growing up.
I know what time zone I'm in. I know what time zone. You're probably only, if best, 1 hour behind us, right? Right. Yeah. Exact here. Exact. No, it's 1:40 here. I don't even know what time it is. I did forget what time zone it is. It was easy for me to pretend I didn't know. See? Cheers. 10:30. I'm not comfortable to drink in the daytime alcohol. Never have been really. So I caught myself in, youth going to sort of a summer festival or whatever. And yeah, I'll be like everyone else and drink, but I don't like it. I'm not comfortable in the daytime. It's the sun. The summer, I drink so much ice water. The winter, zero. I don't drink ice water. I'll drink dog water, room temp. Yeah, but ice water all summer. I'll drink it. I'll go to restaurant. Give me the pitcher. Give me another pitcher. I'll drink it all summer, and that's it. It's so weird, man.
Jazz pianist Bud Powell was born September 27th, 1920.
Right. Sorry, Cloud Kicker. It's 10:30. Yeah, it'd be what 1:30 here, I guess.
He was shy and withdrawn.
And since it's not raining, I guess I will get the post before 4.
Transit police in 1945. After that, he was in and out of mental health facilities.
I'm just drinking coffee. I wish I could. Hey, what's up, Bud Files? Bud Files say, he's back in. Nice to see you back in. I've never liked drinking in the daytime. I don't get it.
Is a different story. More than anyone, he set the style for jazz piano.
It seems fun, and then I decided to get NAs to do it. Like I like Buckler as a non-alcoholic. I mean, Heineken Zero, I guess, is usually top-rated U.S. Bucklers are too expensive for me. It's brewed in Amsterdam, but that on a summer day on a picnic or whatever, that's great for me. But there's no alcohol in it. See, I guess the dryness and the sun, to me, we get this fight. You don't like coffee? Well, I mean, I love coffee, but I'm mainly on tea. So I got the tea right here. Look, it's significant, okay? It's a big ass cup, but it's also a triple bagger. And I've left them in for, I don't know, about 9 minutes. I'll probably do an 11. So this will be some nice strong tea. My throat will seize up, The tannins, I guess. They scratch my throat, man. That's a lot of tea. Yeah, well, this one's hot, but yeah. I love it iced, yeah. But iced, I just make sun tea, but I just throw it in the fridge. Take a 2-liter, shove some two bags in it, fill it up, maybe baby it a couple times and swish, but all I do is just leave it overnight. It's good iced tea tomorrow for me. It's good enough.
But when Bud did it, some folks wonder, was that singing along?
The coffee is out, but this is because I like coffee too much, Cloud Kicker. I prefer to go get a takeout one. They're a lot weaker than what I make at home. So it pushes the addiction level of that down a touch for me. Just a touch. I still want one. I just don't do it every day. I don't drink coffee every day. I drink tea every day. I really prefer to drink beer every day, but, it doesn't always feel great either. Yeah, I do it. I mean, that's the sun tea way, except I don't have the light. Or I don't think. When I close my refrigerator, that light's supposed to turn off. But I'm suspicious sometimes because if I put a bread bag too close to it, it'll singe a bit. Well, I fight it. Yeah. Because I'm trying to, because Cloud Kicker, let's see, I left the doctor at 14 years old and I went back at 41. Yeah, so I'm just trying to kind of start over a little bit. I'm not going to lean into all of them, man. Even I have 2 doctors, right? Because they're different philosophies. And one of them is very, very different. And he even understands the tobacco. Yeah, I'm trying to start over, man. This is my second term. I mean, I'm not trying to start from 0, but from like 11. Oh, for your sun tea? Yeah, the old glass jugs? Yeah, heck yeah. Yeah, we used to have sort of the decorative ones that would have lemon slices or whatever on them, so they'd be all happy and sunshiny and put them out there, It's just, eventually I was like, hey, it's better for me to throw it in the fridge. Tomorrow it'll be done and cold. Sorry. You know what I mean? So I stopped putting them outside. It's like, I don't need the sun magic on that. Here, I'm picking it up right now. So yeah, so I'm good. I soaked it up. How old do you have to be to start smoking? You don't even want to hear that from me, Cloud Kicker. You don't want to know what I want to do for retirements again, what I want to go back to. That's a different story. I'll be 80 then. But I was wondering what's your target age? I'll be 80 then, living my last 16 years. But that's okay, man. If you just, I mean, like you said, lean in, 10:30. My wife says lean in. She tells me that all the time, but and she's right. But you know, I'm still reserved. Your relatives get old? Yeah, mine. They die, but in their 90s, so I'm not that scared.
Bebop drummer virtuoso Max Roach, whose own centennial was
Yeah, I know.
February.
It's kind of like the cat I had, 21, 22 years old cat, you know? It just was and it was and it was until it wasn't. It was like, oh, my back legs, boom. Oh, my head. Oh, I'm dead. You know, it was like 4 days, you know? 22 years or 4 days. So I'll take those. I'll take that.
Do convey a boxed-in feeling.
Why? Why? I mean, you just don't want to be 90 or you don't want to live 90 years. How about you want to live 90 years, but you don't want to be 90? Just don't tell anybody, you know? Change your name. Move to an island. You can solve that easier than you think, right? There's always a way. We got you. There's a lot more support out here than you know. You can do it. Move to an island. There you go. So there you go. Don't you live on an island? I think I do. It's just real big. It's a big one. Smush it up. What's up, Dr. Space Monkey? How you doing?
5 later years he spent in Paris were memorialized in the 1986.
Oh wow, that's cool. Yeah, my maternal grandparents, they were dairy farmers well before my time. It didn't work for them. You know what I mean? It really wasn't worth it. It was kind of weird. I mean, obviously they should have, could have put their effort into it, but it just, I don't know. It didn't fit them. It didn't fit them. Maybe they were a little bit strange. My mother's a little bit strange, so. And yeah, I see it in my son. It's the best. That's the best. Because I know I got it too, but I'm just saying. It's funny to see it from the blinders aspect, not the mirror. Cloud Kicker, you're funny too. Yeah. Yeah, I know, but you know, they just they were in the right place. I mean, they were living on a farm in a farmhouse and had cows, and it seemed like it should have been something for them, but hey. And they like ice cream. My grandmother's so ice cream addicted. She has 8 kinds of ice cream. I mean, she's dead, but she died across the street here, actually. I got to visit her twice. Same thing. You know, the first time, and by the window because it was pandemic, but same thing I say about like the cat, right? I go see her the first time. Hi. She gets on the phone, talks to me through the window because, you know, I'm outside. That's the only we could do. Second time I go, she was like this. She told me to go away. That was it. Last I saw of her. She didn't say hi. She didn't say my name. She said, and she like closed the window on me and shit. And I was like, okay.
Kevin Whitehead is the author of Play the Way You Feel.
But 99, I guess, at that point. She was 99, I guess.
And New Dutch Swing, which has just been reissued.
Did she hit 100?
This is Fresh Air.
No, I think she was 99.
We'll have the latest on
Her mom was like 104.
Also, the chief executive officer of Ukraine's key power grid company on the challenges they face to keep the country running.
I mean, these are good things to me, Gal Pal. They're just, I'm not complaining at all. Yeah, no, they're good things to me. It's just how it goes, you know? These are just, I don't know, part of the tapestry of what, you know, what I'm carrying.
And at 3:30 on the Daily,
I would not complain. It's great.
Chain of psychiatric hospitals in the U.S. reveals a world where profits trump.
They're in their 80s. Yeah, my parents, is that your grandparents?
Listen to the Daily.
Oh, that's your grandparents, 89. Yeah, I get you. My other grandmother, she took it upon herself. She jumped out of a window. She was 96 years old. She's a very impatient person. Very impatient. What's up, Nobby? Nobby Noble, how you doing?
October 10th, 11th, and 13th at the Kennedy Center, nationalsymphony.org.
Oh, yeah? It's pouring rain? Shit.
This is Fresh Air.
That's an impatient person. She fought with my dad. She did it to him.
That undergo major bodily transformations.
She did it to him. I mean, you know, that's proving a point, I guess.
A faded Hollywood star chasing a dream of eternal youth.
Cheers.
dark comedy A Different Man, Sebastian Stan plays
They're
a
just
New Yorker
different.
with an unusual genetic condition. Both movies are now playing.
Nobby, if I'm correct, you were
Justin's review.
playing some guitar the other night, eh? That was wonderful, man. I can't do side-by-side join-ins on YouTube at all. It's just not happening. It will not let me stream. It says retry, retry, retry. Never get through. But anyways, if I remember correctly, thanks for that, Nobby Noble. That was awesome. Guitar playing was fantastic. So anyway, then I got to, if I want a guest, and I do have a guest next week for sure, or just want friends to come up in a big group or whatever it is, I'll have to use StreamYard at this point. And of course, it's more of towards the end of the month where they say, hey, you're running out of time. So I'll just hold on to that till the guest next week, I suppose. What's up, Eye of Creator? How you doing? Andy Creator.
She's the latest victim of Hollywood ageism and sexism.
It'll be okay. Nothing's wrong.
As her former boss.
The YouTube shit is bothering me, but will that be okay? No, because it doesn't work. That's not okay. I should be able to use the button and the function, right?
Chance to reinvent herself by way of something called the substance, as laid out
You have no idea what?
in a video commercial.
Have you ever dreamt of a better version of yourself? Younger, more beautiful. One single injection.
I don't know what that means,
DNA, starting a new cellular division.
but that's okay.
That will release another version of yourself. This is the substance.
That's okay. I got no birds, man. I like early morning over here.
The use of which has to be seen to be believed.
I will never buy a pre-roll in my life, Dr. Space Monkey. I've gotten 2 free ones from a shop in DC because they give you a premium. You know, they can't sell the bag, so they sell you like I have their keychain, for example, or they'll sell you like a lollipop, and you know that's how you get your 8th. So when you get 4 of these things from them and turn them back in, you get a free pre-roll. Little guy, I will never buy a pre-roll in my life. Good Lord, I've been rolling cigarettes since I was 8. You know, 8 years old, I learned how to roll cigarettes and joints. I did not smoke joints at 8. I did not smoke many cigarettes at 8, but I did. But I definitely learned how to roll because it seemed important. Too many cowboy films. No, I'm just kidding. I can't really. I like the cowboy films, but there's too many of them in existence. I have too many. I can't really get through them. Yeah. To smoke cigarettes? Yeah, Cloud. I was well into them when I was 9. You're right. I waited a whole year, but it's because 6, you know, I got my money. I was like, I need money. And 8, I start working, and you know, it's like everybody else, you know, and weird jobs too. So that didn't help. You know, I was with twisted people, like, you know, because I was getting paid during open hours. I wasn't getting paid for all day, and neither were they. So they would pick up people, you know, derelicts, so to speak. And so, yeah, Colt 45 and zigzags. Yep. Always. But I was always Blue Bull. I just drink 211 now because it's 8% instead of 6 here or whatever. And I'd really like to drink Elephant Lager, but you know, there's no way. Pick up the butts, yeah. Oh, and pretend to smoke them, yeah. Heck yeah. Well, at least you didn't pick them up and actually relight them. You know, I caught myself a couple times, and they were from the homeless show, so a couple times. But that was in like my first year of high school, and that was about timing more than anything. I had money. There's no disease to get from that. Not in those days. There's no real disease to get from that. It dies before it gets to your lips. Possibly tuberculosis. But you can get tuberculosis from having a conversation. So, what you gonna do? Not this kind of conversation, but a face-to-face one. You can. It's funny, now I have a whole bunch of like corncob pipes. You know, I want to get a nice stand, you know, a nice pipe stand, but they're cheap ass corncob pipes. But I bought them pandemic time. I'm like, I'm not sharing my bowl anymore, guys. I got 7, 8 of them, whatever you need. Yeah, TB was easy to get. TB was easy.
The movie itself keeps shifting tones and genres. It plays like a mad scientist thriller 1 minute.
But yeah, if you didn't cut yourself, you know, at those days you could get TB or If you didn't cut yourself, it was like limited after that.
Bring in a new character, played by the
At least from what I knew. I think it's funny that they say those stupid berries are so poisonous. I was like, I ate so many of those stupid berries. Those like holly berries or whatever the fuck outside. They're like, yeah, they're arsine. Yeah, well, so's an apple seed. But I ate tons of them. I don't think they're all they're made out to be.
He makes the fine foil for the terrific Sebastian Stan.
They don't want them to have shots. Well, I never. That's why I left the doctor at 14. I didn't want to have shots either, just because it has nothing to do with the shots.
Only scratches the surface.
Oh, I don't mean tetanus. No, I mean like you get TB from a conversation, but you get tetanus when you get cut with a piece of metal or whatever. I've had my tetanus shots. They're fun.
Disability, self-invention, and the challenge of representing.
Oh, TB's gone? I don't think TB's gone.
And in the end, he brings all these different.
Yeah, I don't think TB's gone at all.
Contradictory ideas together with a mastery.
No, I mean, there was a large population in a couple of areas where I lived that had TB.
As a film critic for the New Yorker, he reviewed The Substance and A Different Man.
Yeah, it's still a thing.
If you'd like to catch up on interviews you've missed,
English cattle, yep, and other cattle, yeah.
Joaquin Phoenix and Lady Gaga, and the new musical.
No, I didn't want to get shots. That's when I left the doctor. You know, seriously, 14 to 41. That was like funny. Anyway, yeah, that's when I left, and the doctor was like, he'll be back. Told my mom, you know, he'll be back. Don't worry. I didn't come back. So. But now I'm doing it my way for myself. That's the whole thing. So I'm not against the technology, but the reason I didn't want the shots is because it wasn't my idea. I'm that stupid and simple. I have a hard time doing things that weren't my idea. Or at least, you know, come on, make a case for it. Trick me into it. Every no is just to make a better case. To me. I mean, I'm not saying I'm going to, you know, bully others. I'm saying to me, if you hit me up and I say no, make another case. I enjoy it.
Offering access to resources and digital tools designed to help local to global companies make moves for their business.
Like I said, I have two doctors because they have two different philosophies. Noble, that's why.
And from Progressive. Progressive Commercial Insurance protects small businesses from retail.
Oh, I'm sure, like, you know, it may be pigeons and squirrels too. I don't know. But yeah, I have Andy. Yeah, for sure, bro. I think small woodland creatures carry that shit, yeah. Maybe the occasional fox. All right, so speaking of that, the question about pre-rolls and everything. No, I roll my own. But see, I'm only one person, so here I put the green in there, and then I'll put in my tobacco. So I just do it that way. No big deal. That's why I usually just stick with a pipe, because it just saves weed, you know. I'm just puffing on it kind of constantly. So. If I can afford it. And we've been all right on that. We've had that straight. Now, the farmer's harvest is coming right now. So we don't, excuse me for that. Sorry for burping. Yeah, we don't have that right now. But you never know what 2 weeks will do.
Comes from our members and from NCTA, America's cable industry.
It's what is it? It's hard to be only one person. Yeah, right. yeah. You don't have it, but I don't want to share anymore. So even my wife and I, we don't share. She uses her one hitter. I use my pipe. Occasionally I'll bring her a joint and we'll pass it back and forth. Occasionally she'll bring one from outside. Oh, this dude gave me a joint and we'll pass it back and forth. But not much sharing anymore. And we're married like that. So
isolated showers this afternoon. It's going to be remain a cloudy day today with a high near 80 degrees.
Carry an extra. There you go, man. Got to keep your half pea somewhere.
And tomorrow, 77 in Washington, 75 in Fairfax. This is WA.
But yeah, man, these zigzags are still as great as they ever were. The packaging still sucks. So that's that. I just, because they were out of top, and my wife does not like raw papers. I don't much like raw papers either, but I got more top for it.
Comes from MathWorks, creators of MATLAB and Simulink software, accelerating the pace of engineering.
I will say these are a lot better, the raw organic, and if they don't cost extra or whatever, that's cool, because the brown ones, you know, you have to keep relighting them. So there you go, too, to the case of pre-rolls that you buy in a dispo. A lot of times they'll be in raw paper. You don't get a choice. My favorite paper is the JoB paper, right? So if you buy a pre-roll, man, you can't even enjoy the paper diversity that you might.
Hitting their facilities. Attacking an enemy system is really like declaring war on every every single person in that country. And American agencies found
Radiation, huh? Well, the radiation is a lot more present than we would think, isn't it?
Stopping weapons shipments to Israel. This law has not been applied very much at all.
Silicone pipes. Yeah. Right on. That makes sense.
Anthony Blinken overruled those
So you toss them when they get clogged. Yeah, don't even fuck with them. Yeah, I just don't know if I like to smoke around silicone. You know, I mean, I know it's a food safe silicone, whatever. I've used it in restaurants that I've had to, but I don't do it at home. You know how they offer like silicone baking items. I don't do that shit. I'm sure, you know, chemical conversion due to heat, you know, and low levels of radiation. And the pink sky or whatever. All that good shit we got. Viva.
We need to really look at where this storm surge is going to be.
This is an antioxidant.
But Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, and those Appalachians, they're going to have up to 20 inches of rain in an area that can have significant flash flooding.
Fukushima covered planet Earth in 20 days after March 2011. I don't know.
Early tomorrow morning.
Aluminium, that's right, yeah. So yeah, right now I have a little travel antiperspirant. I hate that, you know. I don't use that, but you know, not only is the aluminum, I know I don't want it going into my pores, but number two, it's so sticky that even in the shower when I'm scrubbing it, it's like still sticky. I hate that, but it's just a little travel, and I'll use it until I throw it away, and then no on that, you know. No thank you. I don't want to shove aluminum into my armpits. You know, I chewed enough of it as a child.
Senator Lindsey Graham of South Carolina
being a fool.
Zelensky wants to end the war, but he needs Russian President Vladimir Putin to come to the negotiating table. He believes.
I used to do that, like, you know, because I would read about people chewing glass, chewing bricks. I'd do that shit. So didn't do that well for my teeth situation, but nothing did. They're all right. They're right here. They're all right. I'm gonna get them turned into diamonds. Get my own teeth into a diamond that I can put in, you know, as a stud. Synthetico. But me. Getting lazy is too easy, Cloud. You know, it's not even like a value judgment for me, for real. You know, like, it's easy. You just, something slips your mind, and you get into another new pattern, and then you go.
State and local law enforcement about the events that led up to the shooting. Edward Lentz, the commander of the Butler County Emergency.
Right. Yeah, like catering pans, Cloud Kicker. I mean, you know, there's no catering event where you're not going to deal with that, so.
Not local authorities.
At no point during the planning process.
Yeah, it's kind of amazing how many things are basically understood as dangerous, harmful, carcinogenic to places such as England, to places such as the European Union, to places such as everywhere in the world but the US. Yeah. We got a lot of like funny little carcinogens, huh? You guys probably couldn't even get most of our deli meat and, you know, half of our sodas, right? Because those things are like bad. Or even like whatever kind of toothpaste we use, right? Jeez. It's like they're doing it on purpose. Who knows? $450 million civil fraud judgment against him. Yeah, it's dangerous, I'm sure, but I don't live in a clean room. You know, like the world is. I smell everything too, so that's funny. Even though I'm always stuffed up, you guys. Sorry about that. I have all year allergies and what. But when I walk by, I smell everything. I'm like, there's a pile of sticks. There's a drop of rabbit dew. You know what I mean? And they're like that far away. And then like, oh, that water's been sitting there. There's a spider web. I smell everything. It's kind of crazy. So I smell metals all the time that I don't like. It's very. That's just walking around kicking up dust, you know, and I smell metals that I really don't like the acrid timbre of. So I don't expect to get out of this thing clean. That's what I'm saying. That's what I was trying to say. And laws that ban things like smoking in public make it easier to end up talking about yesterday. Once you're homeless. Nissa Snowhill, an assistant professor at DePaul University, says Nabi Noble, I'm in Virginia and I'm from Maryland. But being near to Ohio is like a relative term. Like I'm too near to Ohio for any comfort. There is an East Coast part of Ohio, right? So
Researchers stress that homeless people are
Oh yeah, well I couldn't whistle till I was like 22, Cloud. I didn't even know. I just caught myself doing it.
Reporting. It's NPR.
Support for NPR comes from NPR stations.
Yes, and England specifically. Yes, that's why even when I said England, the European Union, and most of the rest of the world.
Financial goals and enjoy a comfortable retirement. FisherInvestments.com.
Right, like smelling is not a benefit to life, right? My wife is like, "You're such a liar. Don't you know when to smell the good food?" I'm like, maybe banana bread or something, but in general, the smells are not the best. 4 hours. Okay, you can be there in 4 hours. You're about 2 hours and 10 minutes from this, I think. That's because I'll stop 3 times to get liquor I can't get, candy I can't get, and sandwiches I can't get. That's why it takes 2 hours and 10 minutes. And I'm probably listening to the radio anyway. So it's across West Virginia. It's way too close, yeah. We're way too close, Cloud. And Nobby, excuse me. We're way too close, both of you, all of you.
I'm Peter O'Dowd. In Phoenix, this is Here and Now, and we're following development.
Parkinson's and Alzheimer's, yes. I don't know, man. In my life observation, just firsthand, one time through, it also seems like the people maybe that I've known with developing Parkinson's are also on the overuse of alcohol spectrum as well. I don't know if that leads to it, but it doesn't seem to help from what I see.
Florida, Georgia, the Carolinas, and Tennessee. Stay with us for the latest on the storm.
And in the meantime,
all the way back in 1957. Yeah, man. I don't know what to say about that, you know. I don't know, can't really support any of the governmental stuff culturally. Like, I love it.
U.S. Attorney Damian Williams said today that Adams received expensive.
Yeah, beer coming in aluminum cans, I guess. I never even asked what the metal is in the cans, you know what I mean? They have some sort of little stamp on them. But since I have no damn choice, you know.
Some of the people at FDNY thought the building had so many issues and defects that the building was not
plutonium, yeah. Yeah, everybody used to like to go to, what is it, Baltimore Gas and Electric and get the little pseudo fake plutonium what do you call those things, souvenir. They would give it to you. This is like our little, you know, this will power you for so many hours. Here, have one. Don't worry, let's make you feel comfortable with carrying around a pellet of plutonium.
And I asked New Yorkers to wait to hear our defense.
Fluoride, yeah, and it's in our water for sure, right? I don't know, but I'm not gonna die of dehydration. So Alzheimer's is in the DNA. Okay. Well, maybe those same alcohol people had the DNA for that. I don't know.
Thank you.
Yeah, they put it in the water. I drink the water. I figure if I can't drink the local water where I'm at, I might as well be dead because I'll die of dehydration. So I filtered water for a couple of years when I was a college student, and I was like covering those bases. But hey, well or spring, I think ours comes from the sewer. I don't know. I think it comes from the sewer, and there's 3 socks to filter it on the way up. If I buy it, I like spring water, but I usually just buy what do you call it again? No, I'm not thinking. Just like making liquor, you heat it and you capture it and you drop it. Oh, distillation. I just get distilled water usually.
In return for favors, like you said, prosecutors.
Well, Cloud Kicker, there was an honest time in history where if we did not have beer, we would have died on contaminated water. So you made it, and we all made it. What's up, Prince? How you doing? Hey, I saw you were at Mr. Bass yesterday. Cheers. Plutonium and to fix the flux capacitor. That's right. Go back to 1955. Prince back in 55. Keystone Light. Heck yeah, man. That's real. You don't need water if you drink Keystone Light. There's plenty of water in that. I've had it.
Well, I got the sense from,
right. You think I'd taste it better if they didn't have the fluoride. What's up, Dougie Doug? How you doing?
It's been quite the active time for the news cycle in New York City. We've had 4.
The Keystone is probably in a can.
Resign in the last several weeks. Like you said,
Keystone, if I understand correctly, was like a sub-cores, and so it wasn't the, it wasn't the 10, it was the 8. So
we'll have to
Yeah, they would
follow
only
along and
come
see
in
how this one
cans, I
plays out.
think. Keystone
The
Light.
governor, I
Cheers.
understand, does have the power to remove him from office. Could that happen?
You know who makes the most
There's sort of a couple
packaging
ways
use
that
in the
this
world?
could play out in the near term. The New York
It's
governor,
Hawaiian
Kathy Hochul,
Punch.
could remove Adams
You can get
from
Hawaiian
office.
Punch in so
Of
many
course,
different kinds of
Adams could
bottles
resign
and boxes
himself,
and
which would
powders
make
and
the
blah, blah,
city's
blah.
public
But
advocate
Keystone Light, I don't even believe they press glass
City
bottles of.
officials could form what's called an inability
As if that
committee,
was
or
a
at least
thing.
try to. That's something in our
They had it in a
charter.
jar? Yeah. That's the way we really need to drink,
It's a
right?
little bit unclear how the city would do that without its top lawyer, who's
Thanks for coming, Prince.
stepped down.
Excuse me.
And of course, Adams could
Doug.
continue to hold his ground, which he has been, and he said he won't resign.
Excuse me again. I'm sorry for that. Oh, now I got all this tea in, too. I'll slow down. It's time for the weed, I guess. Oh, this is.
Unique, isn't it? It is the first time a city mayor has been indicted.
I get so distracted.
What's the mood there in New York?
Well, from our little journalism circle, I can say everyone is sort of running around under caffeinated and just ready for possibly anything to happen.
Everybody's a moderator,
Speaking to,
from my observation. Now, when I say that, somebody will want to be that I can't. I was just throwing it out there.
Watching this play out live.
Cool, Doug. What are you making for lunch?
Before, it's sort of, it's
Always nice to see you, Prince.
To see how the mayor's connected to foreign countries.
I think you missed Nobby Noble playing guitar, man.
Sort of eager to see
I hope you get to check that out later. Hopefully we'll do that again.
Do
That's
on this,
so
I'll
awesome.
let you go. Bahara Ostadon, public safety reporter at WNYC, with news that Mayor Eric Adams has been indicted.
The problem is you need 1.21 gigawatts. That's the thing. I mean, that's a lot to come by. Maybe in 1985 you can go to any corner gas station, but is something wrong with the Earth's gravitational pull in the future? You keep using that word, heavy. Whatever he said. Oh, wow. Corn cob and a piece of beef. Yeah. I thought for 1 second I read, by my preference, corn cob and a piece of beer. That sounded pretty good to me already. But beef is good too.
DTEC is Ukraine's largest private power company, and Ben Harding is DTEC's head of international communications.
Fresh Prince has got to be in West Philadelphia, born and raised. My dad's from Philadelphia.
How much of the Ukrainian power grid has Russia destroyed?
So for 10 years, Russia has been attacking.
I don't think Fresh Prince, I don't think that plutonium is the key to time travel. I think it's to move really fast in one or another direction. Andy, I have creators in the Midlands. It's always sunny in Philadelphia, and it's always clouded in Pittsburgh.
Generating capacity. And to give your listeners an idea, that's kind of equivalent.
Where that soft cheese comes from, I've had that. Yep, like farmer's cheese. That's what we call it here, but yeah, I've had the actual Shire cheeses. Good shit. Good shit. I like cheese, but I don't. Well, I like Havarti. How about that? But that's Danish, right? So, something like that, right?
Lots of shuttle diplomacy between meetings with government officials from the US and
windy and wet cream cheese. Yeah. Well, Philadelphia is where the good Philadelphia cream cheese. Yeah. Also pretzels. There's no better pretzels than in Philadelphia. I'll tell you what. I've never seen anything like that.
To further increase our generating capacity for next winter, and we need long-term funding as well. Ukraine needs a more resilient energy system, not built.
My uncles they like to go to a place that does pretzels in letters. So it's like your birthday. They happy birthday, whatever. It's crazy, but they do definitely have the best pretzels. Probably the best French fries that I've been around. I don't know. I like making my own cheesesteaks, but as I said, Dougie Doug, man, when you go by that way, like I said, my uncle is in Bluebell, but when you go by that way, there's more than one location. Pudges, Pudges. So if you're ever driving by that way, because you said you do drive through, go to Pudges and get a cheesesteak. They give us so much that it's ridiculous, but that's because they know us, and my mom brings them back to our areas, so they package them up in aluminum tins that are poisoning us, but There's never enough bread rolls because there's too much meat, if you know what I mean. They just hook it up. They hook it up. Too much meat. Most Philadelphia places use a homemade cheese whiz. Yeah, you got Geno's and Pat's on the other cross. But when my father grew up, they didn't always have that homemade cheese whiz like they do now, for real. In his earlier days, it was more provolone. It was like, you got a steak. I want a steak. They would give you a steak. You know, I want a cheese. Then they would give you provolone and steak. And then with hot sauce, or with hot sauce and with, you know, it would be onions. So, but that was about it. Yeah, it does, but it doesn't suck when they make them. I mean, I make ones that are beautiful at home. Yes, in the fucking can, it sucks. Yeah, well, when my dad grew up, it was basically, yeah, hoagies, right? Hoagies are not like subs. Hoagies were subs. You know? It depends on the culture, right? The sub is, you know, that's a marine culture, submarine. The hoagies, that's the Hog Island guys who went to work and needed something in the, you know, in the pail. So those are the hogs, Hog Island boys.
How quickly can you realistically repair the grid? Some 5,000 of your employees.
You don't like it? No. I don't like it either. So I say, like, my dad, when he grew up, it was mostly provolone. I like, if you guys ever had Cooper, it's a sharp American cheese, Cooper White. That's really good on there. I can always deal with provolone. I can, you know, sometimes a bit of cheese sauce with a provolone is a good mix.
You know, we have to remember, even if equipment and funding doesn't arrive on day one of winter.
Nah, it's never the brand cheese whiz. It's the stuff they make. Yeah, they make their own. It's, you know, it's flour and water mostly. It's really flour and water mostly. But I make my own. It's real good. I can use well, anything, whatever's in the fucking cabinet, because again, it's mostly flour and water. But Cooper cheese is good for me. My son likes pepper jack on a cheesesteak. I don't think you're gonna get that in Philly, but yeah, here you do.
Thank you. You're listening to Here and Now.
Pretzels, yeah, there's no pretzels like that. And by the way, if you get little, you know, the little foil pouches of Philadelphia cream cheese, that's good on a pretzel. You break the pieces, you know, of a nice, soft, fresh, hot pretzel and put a little bit from the little foil pack. It's good, man. It's good. You know, or you just go mustard, brown as possible. No. I like just coarse ground brown mustard for pretzels, really. I don't even like bright mustard. I like coarse ground. But it is pretty damn good. It's different. It's not like cheddar dip or whatever. It's, you know, it's just Philadelphia. I mean, at home I use generic cream cheese. I don't use Philadelphia. But if I was going to do that, I would make sure it was Philadelphia. I love bagels, though. But my favorite bagel is a poppy seed bagel, toasted pretty darn hard, and then I like scallion cream cheese probably more than anything. Bagels are great, though. Bagels are great. My father would get bagels, Danishes, well, no, Saturday, bagels and beef bologna with tomatoes that he would eat. And then Sunday, Danishes that we could all eat. Friday night, it was apple. He'd come home and have apples. Like, that's when I first saw him. I mean, you know, the weekend was our only time, right? Based on his work sort of thing. And then he would plane travel and be out for longer. But the weekend was our only time. So from apples to going to like Hardee's and the gas station in the morning. This gas station was so awesome. I got so many of my like childhood treasures in this place because it just in the middle, they just had a little section of selling kids stuff. What kind of gas station was it? Exxon, I guess. No. I have a couple over there. I'll remember later. I'm not going to lie. But they had a little section in the middle to sell shit to kids. My dad would just bend and buy whatever on Saturday morning that it was over there that I wanted. And a lot of them were literal treasures that I still have.
Here and Now comes from BetterHelp. Committed to making mental
American mustard? Oh, man. Okay. So, you know, I like English mustard. I like to have Coleman powder, but my favorite mustard is it's the Master Foods, right? Master Foods Hot English, which I have always gotten from Australia. I've never gotten it from England or anywhere otherwise. I've only gotten it from Australia. I like to have a good 2 or 3 mustards, man. So a lot of, I guess it's more Southerners. They say French's is a better yellow mustard. I always think, yellow mustard is what it is. Although my mother gave us, basically at the beginning of the summer, a sort of picnic pack of ketchup, mustard, and no, there wasn't a relish bottle. I think she took the relish bottle. She just ended up with an extra ketchup and mustard. So that's by Heinz.
Thank you so much for having me.
And I never thought, oh, I need to get Heinz mustard. Maybe it's in packets at restaurants. I don't know. But it's good. So I threw away our kind of generic yellow in lieu of that. My wife is calling. I have got to go. That's just the end of that. I'm so sorry, but my wife's calling. I got to go.